They just pulled up in that Lamb truck. That's a Diablo, yo. That's crazy. Yeah, this is the design district. This is where they have all the designer clothes. YSL, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. So yeah, Tyler and I, we just came from a 3.5-day seminar, and it's about business entrepreneurship. We met billionaires. We was in the room. The whole room probably was what, worth 100, almost like 100 billion. It was like, it's like 6 billionaires that probably spoke. Tyrese Gibson, 50 Cent was there, Fat Joe they had, DJ Khaled was there. A lot of people that come out here for play, but we came out here for business because that's what we on. You feel me?
That's more entertainment, but there were a lot more business people.
Yeah, there was a lot more, like, yeah, real business people. And a lot of the entertainment people are in business too. So Pitbull, he was there. They had A-Rod. They had come on, who else? Jesse Itzler. We got Grant Cardone, Jesse Itzler, Bethany Frankel, Kevin O'Leary, Lynn Stearns, he's a billionaire. Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs, Pitbull, that was on day 1. Day 2 was Elena Cardone, David Grutman, Swan Sid, Pete Vargas, Cindy Eckert, Tyrese Gibson, Brendan Dawson, Damon John and Heather John, Fubu, Tommy Hilfiger. Day 3 was Glenn Stanford, Don Peeble, Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, Grant's daughter Scarlett, Drew Brees. Man, they just had so many people there. So yeah, the other ones are all business people, entrepreneurs who started from nothing. And basically, you know, what it was is they just told their story and how they got to where they got, the type, you know, the type of energy and the type of sacrifices you got to take to become successful. Best investment is in yourself and in your mindset. So that's what we do. We invest heavily in our mindset, trying to improve our lifestyles, you know? You got to pay to be in the right room. How many of y'all will pay to be in the right room? How much would you pay to be in the right room? Would you give up 15 grand to be in the right room? 10 grand, 5 grand, 1,000?
You need is one deal to change your whole life.
Yep. Of course, the more you pay, the higher your access is going to be. So like you said, all you need to meet is one person who's going to change your life. That's an investment, because that return, just on the information that you'll pick up, the return can be so great. I got like hella notes. My notes is crazy. So we met so many people, man. We met so many people of all different races, social levels, wealth statuses. These are the people we paid to get access to. Shook a few hands, important hands. I met a lot of millionaires, real estate investors from all different sectors. Look at these cars. Where do y'all want to be in life? You know, I always kind of knew that I wanted something bigger. Ever since I was a kid, man, I always thought about the possibilities of where I could be in life. I always thought about what do I got to do, or how do other people get to where they are? And that's always been an interest in me. Constantly visioning, man. I was constantly visioning, constantly thinking about me in different cars, constantly thinking about me being in a jet, constantly thinking about me being in a different home, constantly thinking about, man, just growth things. I didn't have it then, but I visioned it then. And as I visioned it then, those visions always stay in my mind, and I keep getting closer and closer to my goals because I'm holding myself accountable. Why am I gonna waste time and energy visioning something that I'm not gonna follow up on, that I'm not gonna follow through with? You know, so it's work in progress. There's a lot of times, you know, it's not fun during the process all the time, but that process is the best thing, because sometimes when we get that goal and we finally get that car that we want, just like I got my truck, I was excited about it, but you know, I'm not as excited anymore. So now I need the next thing. I need to buy rims for it or something like that for me to enjoy it, put a system in it for me to enjoy it, put tints on it for me to enjoy it, something to, you know. And as long as we keep chasing that materialistic thing, it's never going to be enough. We're always going to be looking for the next thing. We're always going to be looking for the next best thing to get us connected, and that's not always right. You know, we got to enjoy that process. So I've been learning. I've been enjoying the process. I love the process. That's why I'm able to get up and do the things that I don't always want to do. That builds big muscle, man. That builds big muscle.
All the speakers that we listened to today, what they do is when a new year starts, everything that they accomplished, they put it to a side and they start back from zero.
Yep.
And that's what helps them grow at a faster rate and gives them that drive to keep going and keep wanting to achieve, because they act like they're back at zero.
Yep.
Doesn't matter about the cars they have, the house they have, the clothes they have. They act like they don't have that, and they have to get it again.
Right.
So that's what gives them that hustle.
They become reborn. They
Right.
restart.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why snakes, they shed out of their skin because it's rebirth, it's regrowth. You know, once you acquire a goal, see, a lot of people, they attach to their goals. Oh, that's gonna make me happy when I get that. Oh, I'm gonna be happy when I get $1 million. You're not happy right now. Why can't you be happy right now? Why aren't you happy right now? $1 million is not gonna change your life, because when you get to $1 million, you're gonna realize that that's not enough either, because your whole lifestyle is different. You know what I mean? You got to support your lifestyle out of $1 million, and $1 million ain't gonna be enough. So as far as goals and everything, yes, goals are important to have for you to move forward and progress in life. If you don't have any goals, then you know you don't have any direction of where you're going. You're just kind of going about life aimlessly. But I wouldn't and you know, attach my happiness to my goals either, because I have accomplished my, you know, some of my goals. But you know me, I've always just been the type of person just to keep progressing. You know what I mean? Keep progressing, seeing what I can do and chase my potential. So my thing is my potential. See, my real goals. Now I have a whole bunch of mini goals that are attainable to get me to my real big goals, but I have huge goals. So my goals are far. My goals are like gonna take a lot of overcoming challenges, a lot of grit, determination, perseverance for me to achieve those goals, which makes the game fun, because now I have a game to play. Think about it. If you play a game and it's on easy and you just beat every level, I mean, you ain't really gonna, it's just gonna be done quick. You know what I mean? Instead of you having a journey and you having a track record of what you've been through to build a muscle and build, like, you know, strength in yourself and your mentality.
You get to say, yeah, I did that.
And you get to, yeah, exactly. So you get to say that you did that. You know, that's where all of the benefits come from. That's where all of the energy comes from. Somebody got that fire. Loud packy. Life is good, man. When you do the right things, when you do the things that's gonna propel you to a different situation, man, and you gain knowledge, man. See, so a lot of people, they think, oh, you know, I want money, or I want, why would you want, you know, just to be given money when you can get the knowledge, and then you can do it over and over and over again with the knowledge you have? Because knowledge is like a muscle. You build it, it's gonna stay there. Nobody can take it from you. It's not gonna get weaker. You always have that knowledge to refer to when moving forward in life. You got the Da Vinci, Tom Ford. So I got good energy, man, being around people who want something more in life, who want to grow. You know, a lot of people, they had good vibes, good energy. Nobody was mad, nobody was negative. Everybody was trying to help and boost everybody's
That's something I want to be around 24/7.
Yep.
Every day.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we create that in our household. You know what I mean? There's not really too much negativity in our household. We be positive, but being around new positive people and people who are gonna share the energy, the positive energy, that's gonna propel us, man. Because there's so much negativity in this world that we get distracted, and the negativities become what holds us back. That energy becomes what holds us back from creating, and it helps us become more dependent on other things and other factors in order to be happy. You need somebody in your life to be happy. I need money to be happy, when we don't need shit but ourself and our soul. So a lot of things that the speaker's been saying is to connect with yourself. You can't get anything in life if yourself is not loved first. You got to love yourself first, then everything else will come. So if you think, oh, you know, you don't love yourself, and you're looking for a relationship to validate the love that you got for yourself, or depend on that relationship to provide the love that you want for yourself.
No.
That's LV, that's nice. Louis V. That's when you become jealous, or people become jealous. People become scared to lose that person, because they feel like without that person they cannot proceed. So one thing Michelle and I know, and one thing that I've always told Michelle, listen, I'm not forcing you to be with me, and I don't want you to feel forced to be with me either. So if there's any time that I feel like, okay, this relationship needs to come to an end, or if you feel like this relationship comes to an end, yeah, it could be disappointing, but I know that that's a possibility. I know that 10 years from now, she might not really, you know, the love might not be the same, and I'm acceptable to that, because I know that, you know, sometimes people have two different, you know, they go two different ways in life. If that does happen, you know, which I don't think is gonna happen, because the way we plan our lives right now and the plans that we have for our lives and ourselves are aligned, and we're on the same course together. But if that was to ever happen, I'm not gonna be depressed. I'm gonna be happy for her because I want her to be happy. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna hold her back from my insecurities because I feel like I need her to be validated. No, I don't need her to be validated at all. I don't need my parents to be validated. I don't need my kids to be validated, because before my kids, who was here? Me.
Pitbull said, don't be selfish, be self first.
Don't be selfish, be self first. You gotta take care of yourself first, man. How can you take care of anything else if you don't take care of yourself? It's gonna be so much harder, man. You're gonna be working twice as hard to take care of somebody else if you're not taking care of your own self. Feel what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Drop a comment in the comment section, man, and let me know what y'all thinking about this, because this is the purpose of this channel, is to come and give value to you guys and make everybody, you know, and help everybody think in different ways, in a uplifting way. You know, you never know who you will help. So that's the only reason why I'm putting this content about mentality, spirituality, finances and all of that, is because a lot of us don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing half the time I'm doing things. So if I had a millionaire or somebody by my side that I can always refer to for help or advice, I'll be able to go to them, but I don't have that. So I learn a lot on my own. I learn a lot by making mistakes, which is cool too, but it can help you get to where you are faster if you have somebody, or if you're involved in a conversation that's gonna help you grow. Right or wrong? What does Tyler need to do personally for him to become who he needs to be, or who you want to be?
I need to develop a skill, and that skill is the editing.
Is that your skill? Do you know that that's your skill? Is that your thing?
I don't know if it'll be long term, because anything could change. But right now I like it, and I want to get into sales. What can you implement in your life right now that'll make things change substantially in your life? Being more productive, taking all the distractions away, the stuff that's not gonna help me later in life, put that to the side, like video games, like YouTube, other than looking up stuff for self-development stuff. So
what are you saying? You're gonna completely eliminate all the...
No, but I don't have to like cut it off, dry turkey, but put more development stuff in there to replace it.
Okay.
To the point where it's like, all right, this other stuff isn't that necessary, I can get rid of that, and I'll just focus on this.
Okay. And then where's that gonna get you in life?
Further than where I'm at now.
And where do you want to be?
Do you
billionaire. Billionaire. Yeah. Well, you know how much work that's gonna be. That's gonna
this
take.
Is the first step.
What is that?
To get rid of the stuff that's not helping me and putting more of the stuff that will.
Okay. I'm always thinking about everything I gotta do and change in my life in order for me to get to where I'm going. So for an example, for me, you want to hold it? Some of the things will be like, all right, where am I trying to go? I'm trying to take my business to $500,000. What do I have to do to get to $500,000? All right, it means I gotta get my social media presence up. It means I have to be going to get my presence up, and as far as getting in front of people, advertising, getting known in my market, going to the market that I think I need to be, or that I would like to be in, becoming known in that market so that people know, oh, when you need flooring, this is who you need to hit up, so that I have consistent customers. All right, what else I got to do? What do I have to cut out? Well, what do I have to change in my business? Okay, I have to change my current model of marketing online. I'm getting my website built right now as we speak. It should be done at the end of March. So that's going to be somewhere to send people so that they can see the product that we have and the services we offer, rather than just me telling them. They have somewhere they can see and see visually. As far as relationships, what do I have to do that I've been working on? Spending more time with my kids and my wife, Michelle. What do I got to do as far as implementing? We have to be out more. I need one-on-one time with each and every one of them. Michelle needs her one-on-one time. Nevaeh needs her one-on-one time. Alani needs her one-on-one time. We need to have more family time, which we usually have family time. Usually when we're together, we're all together. So that one-on-one time is going to build personal connection to where I can relate directly to them. My financial, we got YouTube. We have the flooring and painting. We have flooring and painting. Yeah, that's the main things. But what else can I do? If money's my motivation and I'm trying to get somewhere, what are the things that I have in my house that I can get rid of? That's been sitting there. What can I do for you that I can earn $100? go out there and ask that. You know what I mean? You never know what people might need and they're willing to pay you to do. I need a cook. You know what I mean? I need somebody to come around the house and clean. Michelle does that right now. She does an excellent job. But that's not aligned with her purpose. So we need to replace that with somebody else who's able to, who has expertise and that's what they enjoy doing, cooking and cleaning. So there's everything, man. You just got to think about what you want in your life. If you're trying to attract a partner, you know, where are they going to be at? What's the type of partner you want? A lot of people, they're out here trying to find somebody to be with and they don't even know what they're looking for. How are you going to attract somebody that you don't know what you're looking for? You have to get specific on your goals, man. You have to get down to the nitty gritty. I'm talking about to the last dollar. I know for my goal this year, how much I need to make in a month, how much I need to make in a week, how much I need to make in a day in order for me to get to my yearly goal. You gotta break it down like that, because if you don't break it down like that and I just say, okay, my goal is $500,000, you know, and you're just out here, you're not counting, you're not calculating, you don't know what you have to, what objectives you have to meet in order to get you there. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, we got the goal, but we don't work through the process of getting to that goal. You get the goal, you work down, you work it back, you get the goal mentally, you see yourself there and you work it back so you understand what you got to do to get there. You got to become very disciplined on where you want to go. Your goals is not going to just appear just because you thought about them. There goes the yellow hurricane. Or hurricane, I don't know how to really pronounce it, but I think it's hurricane. I heard people say that, you know. So we're in the beautiful Miami, you know what I mean? This is what it's about, being here with my brother, man. I'm blessed that I'm able to be down with my brother and my brothers are down with me. And we're doing things together now because he's old enough now. You know, we can do things together, and that's what it's about, man.
And I'm still trying to find out what my strengths really are. I haven't really figured that part out yet to its full. I mean, I have an idea right now, but like I said, anything could change, and
it will change.
And it will change. It should change, actually, because I don't want to do this forever. I want to have it to where somebody else could do it, or you know, replace that or dedicate that to somebody else. Be the best at what you're doing right now. Whatever I am gonna do or whatever I'm trying to do, I'm gonna do it to the best. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. I just move on to the next thing and I try my best, the same amount.
You got to do the best at what you got right now, because that's the opportunity you have right now. Why am I going to miss the bus? See that bus passing by? If I'm trying to get somewhere, even though I don't know where, if I'm trying to get somewhere, I'm going to hop on that bus so I get somewhere and get off somewhere else so that I have new opportunities and potentials in front of me to where I can take that and maximize on that. None of these guys that we've listened to, you know, none of them knew exactly how to get to where they got. I didn't know how to get to where I am today. I'm still figuring it out. So it's not something that, you know, oh, I gotta sit down and I gotta study something in order to get somewhere. If I studied anything, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, because I'm sitting here looking for the answers when everybody's journey is different. You can learn from other people's journeys. Yeah, be informed, get informed, but don't let that stagnate your process to get there. Don't think that, oh, I need to know everything before I get in this. I didn't know anything when I got in flooring.
Now I'm getting to a point in my life where I'm starting to realize that all of this really doesn't matter, the side stuff, you know, partying. I mean, I always knew that in a way, but now I'm really understanding it. Like, I just gotta buckle down and, you know, get serious so I could get to where I want to be in a quicker amount of time, so I can enjoy and then do that stuff later. And I won't even really be doing that stuff later because I'll still be busy. I have a whole business to run and everything, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's really just a waste of time. I mean, I get it. Yeah, it's cool, fun, but in the long run, it don't really mean.
I mean, is it really though? Because I look at the party scene now, and now, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed when I was in Boston, between 15 and 18 in Boston. Man, I had a time of my life, you know what I mean? Partying and everything like that. But as soon as I turned 18, I'm like, all right, bet. You know, we already did 3 years of this. What am I do now?
Move on to the next thing.
Because it's starting to get repetitive. It's the same. So I'm constantly living in the past. And living in the past is when you're doing the same thing that you've done yesterday and the day before. Living in the present is when you experience something new. Living in the future is when you think about getting, you know, what you got to do to get there. But the present moment is where it's at.
And I know it's difficult and everything. People say it's difficult. I mean, it's not. It takes a lot of, you know, sacrificing and discipline. But if you really want where you want to go, that shouldn't even matter. that should be easy to cut off. If you really, really, really deeply want to go where you want to go, then that shouldn't matter at all.
But see, most people don't even know where they want to go. So you got to start out. Like, a lot of people, they look at these cars that we see here in Miami and think, damn, $350 for a car, I'm never gonna get, you know, the money to do that. But a lot of people do want those things. And if you do want those things, telling yourself that that's not possible is the first step to you not getting that. Instead of thinking, damn, okay, $350, $30,000 a month. What can I do to earn $30,000 a month? $30,000 a month, $7,500 a week. That's no money, yo. That is no money. You're gonna blow through $7,000 in a week, over and over and over again. That's all you're gonna do is blow that.
Whatever you think is big right now, try to go bigger. His goal was to get 30 million in whatever business he was doing. I forget exactly. He didn't make that goal, but he still made 6 million.
Right. So that's the whole.
If he had a less think, he would have made less.
Right.
So it's to think big as you can. Don't expect to get there tomorrow, because that takes time. Just have that big think, and you'll do the work to get there.
Look at that.
Somehow, some way.
That's planes, man. You think I'm far away from $50 million to buy a plane, but guess what? I know what jets are. I know there's Globals, I know there's Global Express, Global 600s, Global 650s.
Right.
I know there's Falcons. That. You know what I mean? I already know what they look like inside, right, what their capacity is. You know what I mean? So these are the things that I'm doing now, because I'm manifesting right now where I'm gonna be. You feel me? If I'm not thinking about it and I just think, oh, I want a jet, and I look away and I'm never thinking about what it takes to get there, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna get there.
Tyrese said he was in the jet before he even stepped foot in the jet.
Be in the jet before you step into the jet. So based off what Tyler was just saying, that's what the whole 10X movement is about. And some of y'all might know Grant, some of y'all might not. But the 10X means you got to think 10 times bigger than you're thinking right now. So if my goal is $1 million, which is a dumbass goal, because $1 million is like the new middle class. That's just nothing. And it's easily attainable, even coming from me who has not made $1 million yet. Okay, so if I'm thinking 1 million, you got to think 10 million, because most people come short of their goals. Most people fall short of their goals. Some people, exceed their goals. But most people fall short from their goals.
And it's okay to fall short.
And it is okay. But fall short on 10 million instead.
Right.
Because most likely if you got 10 million as your goal, you might make 2 or 3 million, which is bigger than the original goal to begin with. So big think, man. You gotta have big think. And I've always had big think since I was a kid, man. I always had big think. I always knew that I had the potential to do something big in this life. And right now I'm constantly figuring out what it is. I think YouTube is a new way for me to get my ideas out to you guys, and I don't know how to express a lot of it, because a lot of it is just in here. And I talk about it with Michelle over the several years that I've been with her, and Tyler knows because I be with him. But I never really talk to other people about it because they don't understand big think all the time. So sometimes it might be hard for me to articulate it to you guys, what I'm talking about or what I'm thinking, or how my mindset is. Because we didn't come out here to Miami to fuck around, drink and party. Same shit we could do in our own city, same shit I've done back home. We didn't do that, man. We down here for a purpose. We down here for a fucking reason. This is the sacrifice we're talking about. This is the shit that Tyler's saying. You know what I mean? You gotta sacrifice right now.
It's attainable too. Like, there was so many. It was a lot of speakers, big speakers, all of that. People might think, oh, that's because they're lucky or they were born into it or whatever. But there was a lot of success stories of regular people like us going to this event, almost in debt or not doing as good as they want. And they went from 100-something thousand to almost $1 billion.
But there was a lot of people out there in there
like
who
us.
started at where we are and who used and applied. And the scariest thing is, damn, do I want to give up the money that I stacked up for this program or for this thing? They all had that feeling of, should I let go? But we have to let go. What the hell is your money doing in the bank, man? I got money in the bank and that shit is just sitting there. Store it. That's what Grant says. You store it so that you can buy something that's going to multiply and return the money back to you, and then keep returning after you've been paid back. These are investments. Think about the person who had to put millions of dollars to build this place, or millions of dollars to buy this place, even if after it was already built. You think that's easy to let go of money? And a lot of people be like, oh, they got the money, they can do it. They're rich, they can do it. You think that's easy to drop 10 mil? Build 10 mil and try to drop the 10 mil. That shit's harder than the fucking $300 you don't want to pay to get your mind right. Bro, money is nothing, bro. It's all made up. They're constantly printing it, and a lot of y'all don't even know where we stand on the money spectrum right now. 2021. Money is gonna be dead in a few years. Money's already dead, and it's been dead, you know? So do something with that money, man. I'd rather take my money and buy something that's gonna help me knowledge, you know, learn how to get more money so that I can use that in the investments that I want to eventually invest in. We appreciate y'all for watching, and we'll catch y'all on the flip.